Hello and welcome. I am the Scraptastic Crocheter and my name is Amanda, and today is Wednesday, so I want to show you what I'm working on. So this is WIP Wednesday, and I have a couple of projects that is ongoing, and if you saw my previous video, you've been seeing this star rainbow ripple baby blanket is the pattern that I am following, and the designer is Celeste Young, but I am not going for her colors and not the same yarn or anything. I'm using the Scheepjes Whirl in melting macaron, and you can see that I'm starting to make a little dent in that one, and you can also see that it's starting with blue greens, and you can see that this has another type of color on the outside and another type of color on the inside. So what I've done is that I've started from somewhere in here, because the outer part of the cake that I started with for this is what the part that was left over from a previous baby blanket. So this is just a 12-point star blanket, and I'm gonna work it until I run out of yarn. And this is a 3.5mm crochet hook for this project. It's really soft and it's lacy enough to not be very warm for like summer, and it's really soft. I really enjoy doing that so far. Well, I have already worked with that type of cake before, so I know it's nice to work with. A project using 2mm crochet hook. I am doing a pot holder, and I got inspired to do this. I have not done anything with yarn ends, but I got inspired to do this because an old co-worker of mine recently started crocheting, and she decided to try this pattern out, and she's done a couple of them, as well as some other patterns, but they look really fun. So I figured, why not? Let's give it a try. And so far this is what I've done. It's in 8/4 cotton, different scrap ends that I have, and it's really cute. So I'm enjoying this. I don't know how big it's gonna be until I'm done, but it really feels like it's gonna be able to keep the heat from like my surfaces and stuff. So that's that, and I have them in my WIP basket, the pink basket. I've been carrying it around. I will now show you a sneak peek. Okay, I'm working on a pattern that I'm making. Okay, I'm not only trying to write the pattern, I'm also trying to film the pattern, and I'm only going to show you a little bit of it because that's what I've been working on like very recently, and I'm gonna pop it in here. You can see the colors, but this beauty is gonna be really fun to reveal what it is, and it's really nice and chunky. But the colors, okay, this is Cookie from Järbo. You can find it on Hobby. Yeah, menthol and chlorophyll is the colors I have for this. So if you like what you see now and have the colors available, or are you planning to make an order, or that's what I have here if you're interested in trying it out when my pattern goes live. I also, because that's actually not the original pattern, I'm just trying out in a different, because like I'm pattern testing my own pattern. Okay, the original pattern looks like this, or like the original piece is this, and this is Mega Ball Aran in soft mint and eggplant, and I'm a little bit on the larger side, so I'm large type size, and I ordered one of each of the balls, and I realized it's not going to be enough for what I want, so 2 balls of each of the soft mint and eggplant Mega Ball Aran, These are being worked with a 6mm crochet hook, and the cookie version with a 4mm crochet hook. So they are a bit different. I'm working on like the same size, but 2 different yarn weights. I can just, here I have the cookie, and you can see the yarn just pulling up a strand here of the Aran weight, and there's quite a bit of a difference in the thickness. I don't know if you can see that because the cookie's so fluffy, but the Aran is a lot denser, and the cookie is really squishy. Like when you push it, it just melts in your hand. So there's not a lot left, but yeah, there's a lot of denseness with this. And this is a worsted weight yarn, and this is the old cookie wrapper like it used to look before, and it says it's a 5 weight here, but that's a lie. I'd say 3 weight, or very, very, very thin on the 4, but yeah, that's more like 3 weight to me, like a DK-ish. So yeah, that's what I've been working on lately. I don't think I have anything. Well, I do have another of my cup cozies. I did start to, like, I've done a lot of, I'm gonna just show you the box. Like, here's my box. It's a big plastic box, not the biggest I have, but I have sunflower coasters, I have hats, more sunflower coasters, cup cozies, bracelets, and the thinner blade. Like, I've stacked this up. This is gonna be sold, auction, something, for charity. And what I have here is one that I did that I just haven't sewn in the ends. So everything in here is all finished, no ends left to sew in. A couple buttons to put on bracelets, but that's done to order basically, because I want to make sure that the size of the bracelet is, you know, good enough for who wants it, so that it's like the right size for them. So that's going to be like personalized in the end. I'm really liking working with this. It's really like colorful, and I can definitely see myself doing a couple more of these because they were really fun to make. I just followed a YouTube video that my coworker suggested that I check out because she used it, and it's by Crochet by Summer. It's just called Pot Holder, and it's like reminding me of a flower. And I've been working so much with the yellow and blue yarn, so that's what I had at hand still. I have my WIP basket full of blue and yellow yarn, bits and pieces. So I just figured I'd grab it because it was close to me when I was inspired enough to try it. But I can see myself doing it in different colors. I have family members that is rooting for certain sports teams, and they have their colors. So I'm thinking about if I should do for like birthday presents or Christmas presents for family members, then I can use their like sports teams colors. That would be really cute, I think. At least some of the color combinations are really gorgeous. There's a few that I'm not really a fan of the color combinations as they are, but that's just my personal preference. It's nothing more to it than that. So yeah, it's fun. You know, it feels like you can do a lot with this type of pattern. Like if you scrunch them up together, does it look cool? Yeah, it does. It looks wild and crazy. This is kind of a trippy pattern. But yeah, that's all I had that I'm working on right now. Like, this is my work in progress. I do have one work in progress that is more like a forgotten work in progress. And I have a couple of those. I've showed you a little bit now and then on some of my things. I have another pattern that I'm working on, like creating my own pattern. Let's see if I can get this up here on my shelf. I don't want to spoil too much of it, but I haven't showed it in quite some time. So maybe I should show you the back of it, because that's always fun. I'm just needing to see where the yarn end is. I'm not pulling anything out. No, I did secure it. So I'll show you the back of it, because the back is just as gorgeous as the front, to be honest. Okay, this is my Universe shawl in, what's this, Space Walk, and I have a bit left here, and I'm working this up as I go and writing it down, and then I probably have to get tested and whatnot, you know, get tested, test the pattern out for any like stuff I messed up, but yeah, get tested. Oh my. But just look at the colors and the sparkle. Isn't this a lovely yarn? It's just gorgeous. I'm just like having a hard time deciding on how big I want it to be. Like, should I order another cake and make it really big, or should I try it in like a hook size up, or you know, to get a more loose fabric, because this is it's a really nice like tight shawl. It's not very lacy. Of course there's like some open stitches to give it a little bit of a like breathing space, but it's I just have a little hard time figuring out what I want this shawl to be, you know. If I want it big and lacy, should I try like the pattern in a cotton yarn and a bigger hook size? Because I'm really loving this, but it's like, is it too small? Is it big enough? There's so many things to think about when you're trying to design yourself. But this is just, I love the sparkles of this yarn. It's really lovely. It's soft. If this had been more of a fall color, it would be perfect, because it's gonna be warm enough for like fall, but I feel like the colors might be too cheerful. They are more like spring colors, so I don't know. I love it. That much I know. I love it. I just I need to figure some more stuff out, because this is not easy figuring out. Do you like big shawls? Do you like them small? Like I have huge shawls, and I have some smaller ones. My huge warm, it's like a acrylic wool combination, I think. Or is it just acrylic? I can't remember off the top of my head, but that one is like my go-to when it's cold in the mornings. I just wrap myself in it and I'll walk around with it until it's a little bit warmer. So that's that. Oh, and I have done a couple more of these, my willow squares. I have done a couple more of them, but I still haven't decided what they're gonna become either. There's still, let's see, ends to sew in on a bunch of them. That one's done, so I have made a couple more, but yeah, work in progress. There's another one. Maybe it's time for me to, I've been good like sewing in the ends on all my blue and yellow stuff for charity, but these ones I have been neglecting, and I did mess them up a little bit the other day, so I don't know what order they're in anymore, like the ones that needs to get fixed endwise, and then these need another row, but I still have plenty yarn to go. I've been looking at what to do, like should I get one solid color and attach them to each other, and I'm thinking like a charcoal gray. Maybe charcoal gray is gonna be like enough to tame everything, because I don't feel like white or cream is right, because there's kind of a, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are some of these like more pale colors, and I don't want it to be too much pale, and I'm thinking black is too dark, so I'm leaning towards like charcoal gray, but I don't have a charcoal gray, so that's on my shopping list, I guess, in that case. And it's a little tricky. This is like a bamboo cotton combination blend, and it's so soft. So to find something that's soft enough and like there's a shine to it, so I need something to complement with the shine. So either the shine or the softness needs to be something similar for it to look good, I think, because a matte color might be, I don't know, not good enough, I'd say. So to be continued, I guess. But yeah, working on patterns takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and I just wish I could be a machine and spit everything out, because I have so many ideas that I want to share, and I have so many like cute patterns working in my head. I just need to get it on paper, and then I'm kind of doubting my skills, I guess, because I have not done, like, I have one pattern up on Ravelry. I have a couple of patterns that needs to be like written clean, you know, like they're just scribbled down on a piece of paper, but I don't know, it's just, is it good enough? Are people able to understand what I'm trying to get on paper? Because I need to, like, I don't want it to be difficult to understand my patterns, so I guess I double check and triple check and doubt myself, just like I'm doubting the quality of my videos, and my editing skills sucks. And I know that this is the beginning. I have just started doing this. I have not done anything similar in the past, so of course I can't have like too high expectations of myself, but I do. So I just hope that what I do at least brings a smile or something to someone, or makes someone feel like, okay, I could do this myself. I'm just so in love with working with yarn and crocheting, and I just want to share it with everyone that's interested, and I don't have people around me that is interested in knowing what I do when I talk about yarn, because that's not their interest. So I'm just feeling a bit lonely, and I want to break that circle. So all my stuff needs to get out of my head, and I hope that you will come back for more. If you have not already subscribed, please do subscribe if you like what you see here. Leave a comment. What would you want to see? And do you like yarn hauls or patterns, or just me rambling away, because that's something I'm particularly good at. And I don't know, like, I feel like making stuff on YouTube that I would like to see myself is what I lean on doing, but that doesn't mean that's all I have to do. So I need to like just figure out what it is I want to share with you, or like limit myself, because there's just so much that wants to come out at once, and I know that that could be too much at times, I guess. So yeah, I've rambled enough. Thank you so much for today, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and just take care. Okay, bye.